Welcome to Phillip Island, Victoria in Australia. What a setting we have for this great sporting contest, the Little Penguin Sea to Dune race. Nervous moments always as they gather on the beach, the tension mounting, and away they go. There's the defending champion, wearing his familiar navy blue and white, great waddling style. Another pre-race favourite though, losing touch with the pack. Maybe that's why. A few too many fish in the day's feeding. There's a familiar face, Skip McIntyre, 8 times a champion back in the 90s, a very successful coach now, keeping a keen eye on proceedings. This the leading group, one or two still able to put on a show for the camera, others just ploughing straight over it. Some resorting to shortcuts. Sad that cheating has crept into this beautiful sport. The judges will have a look at that. But up at the front, the pace is relentless, closing in on those sand dunes that will offer a bed for the night. The fatigue starting to tell. Who's got the finishing kick up on the outside? What a turn of pace from that one, whichever one it is. No answer from the rest, and he takes victory. What a win. There we are, into the Burrow, building an extension with his winnings, and back tomorrow to try and defend his title here on Phillip Island.
Everybody, welcome to Live Penguin TV. My name's Sky. I'm going to be your host for the evening, and I'm joined tonight by the lovely Megan.
Woo! Yay! Hi everyone, welcome to Live Penguin TV. I'm going to be looking through your comments and questions on YouTube and Facebook, so send through all of your questions, see if you can stump Sky with any really difficult questions or some really fun questions, and I'll be asking her some of those live on the air tonight. And for those of you wondering who had your guesses last night as to how many penguins came in last night, we had 1,543 penguins crossing the beach. Have a great night, guys.
Fantastic. Thanks, Megan. Yep, they came in pretty early last night, but it was pretty stormy. I was out in the weather last night and got a little bit wet, so it's a little bit lighter, a little bit brighter tonight, so we might be seeing a bit of a later start time, so we might be hanging out for a little while we wait. Now look, I would like you to do something special for me tonight. I'm feeling in the mood for a bit of fun and shenanigans and silliness, everybody. And I would like you to send Megan penguin poems. I would like little penguin haikus. I would like rhyming little ones, short ones that we could read out. Come up with a penguin poem, and we might read it out on, Megan's going to read out your penguin poems. How do you feel about that, Megan?
Thanks for that, Sky. I'm not much of a poet myself, so please don't give me anything too difficult or too long. I'll do my best.
We're going to test her Shakespearean prowess. I want to see a bit of a hand gestures.
I think you're the drama person here, Sky. I'll see how I go.
So send in your penguin-y poems, penguin-y haikus, little short ones, nothing rude. Nothing rude, everybody. We're not saying anything rude live on air tonight. Well, a special welcome to our UK viewers. Hello, of course, we're doing these live streams, especially for you. We know it's a bit tough over in the UK at the moment, so we want to bring a smile to your dial of your morning. So we hope that these penguins do cheer you up when they do arrive. And give you something to do, something to watch throughout the day in the UK. So hello to all our UK viewers. Now we are going to be watching the penguins. I'm going to pan around so you can get a good look at the Boonwurrung country that we're coming to you live from tonight. So traditional custodians of this country right here are the Boonwurrung of the Kulin Nation. And I'd like to pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Now you can see the stands tonight. I've got a few people on them, and we've even got a few people sitting on the beach, which looks lovely. So on a low tide night like tonight, some people can even sit on the sand and the penguins can walk right past them. The stand closest to us, you can see some people looking out with some binoculars. That is our guided ranger tour stand. And there's the lovely Viv, who sometimes answers your questions.
And we have some people, penguins at the water's edge, Sky.
Getting distracted. Where are they? Are they, do you know if they're near us?
Oh, Elizabeth's County. She hasn't let me know.
She hasn't let you know. So Elizabeth, everybody, did you hear that? Elizabeth's counting.
One of our veteran rangers.
She's been here forever, hasn't
I
she?
think she's been here longer than I've been alive.
Whew, wow. You are a young whippersnapper, though.
Thanks, Sky.
You're not old like some of us here. Oh, make me feel ancient in this team. No, yeah, Elizabeth's very, very experienced penguin counter. If there's penguins there, she'll know about it. So let's have a scan across the water's edge and see if we can spot the penguins that she spotted. Penguins at the water's edge. All right, let me know. Let us know if you see them. Is that some white bellies or is that silver gulls? Let's have a look. What do we think? Oh, is that? Oh, it's masked lapwings. Okay, so these are not penguins. These are not the penguins. These are a type of plover. Is that penguins behind them though? Yes, there we go. We've got the penguins on the water's edge. So they're just, yep, they're not sure about it. They're just on the edge in here. They're thinking about it. They're looking forward. They're looking backwards. I reckon our best bet for seeing penguins is to keep our eyes. Oh, yep, Vivian's pointing. So let's go back this way. She spotted something out this way. So let me zoom out and see if we've got penguins coming this way yet. Sorry for making you seasick, everybody. Oh, yes, there we go. Penguins at the water's edge on Penguins Plus, which is where we're looking from. Small little raft. And they're not looking too confident. They're in amongst all that seaweed there. I always think that must get a bit tangly around their legs. Oh, yeah, no, they're not sure. They're going back into the water, some of them. I reckon they might be waiting for a bit of a bigger waddle or raft to arrive before they have the confidence to cross the beach tonight. I think that's not quite enough. If it was this raft, though, even I could probably count this one. I reckon there's about six sitting there ready to go. So that'll make it easier for Elizabeth, but as we said, she doesn't really need, she's such a pro. She'll have no, like, she doesn't need our, sort of fingers crossed or anything like that. She's got it.
Definitely.
Absolute pro.
Sky, we've already got our first poem.
Thank you, everybody. I knew I could count on you.
Which describes quite well what's happening at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
So this one's from Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
And her poem is, our penguins are blue, our penguins are white, our penguins come in from the beach at night.
Oh, Lisa, that is exactly the sort of feel-good content that I wanted tonight. So thank you, Lisa. Be like Lisa, everybody. Send in a poem. That is brilliant. Oh, you've made my day. I knew somebody would go for it. I just had a good feeling. All right, let's, these penguins are not sure. We've got a few of them sort of swimming a little bit further to the right. Are you going to start your own raft? What are you doing, little penguins? I feel like there's more rocks that way. I don't know if that's a smart choice. Let's talk about the elephant in the room while we wait, or the penguin in the burrow. Oh, more penguins arriving.
That fat, it wasn't that big. Come on.
Or should I say penguin not in the burrow? Bluey. So for those of you who don't know, we've got a burrow cam. And in this burrow cam, we've been watching a family of penguins. It's been a little bit like the Truman Show. in that we've just had a little camera just in the side of a burrow. There's been a mum, there's been a dad, there were some eggs, and then unfortunately there was only one egg, and then that egg hatched, and it hatched on the 28th of December. And we have been watching a little penguin that we call Bluey. Now, we don't know if Bluey is a boy or a girl, but I'm going to call it a girl because I think we often default to calling her a boy. So I'm going to default to calling her a girl for the night, just for gender balance. So little Bluey was hatched on the 28th of December, and we have watched Bluey grow up. And on Sunday, we think we saw Bluey probably for the last time, hopefully for now. And the last thing we saw, as far as we know, so we've got a few people who really love Bluey and love watching what Bluey gets up to. As far as we know, Bluey ran into the burrow for one last time and was flapping her little wings and flapping. It almost looked as if she was saying goodbye. Look, she wasn't saying goodbye. She doesn't even know the camera's there. She had no concept of it, but oh, it's nice to think she was saying goodbye, isn't it? She flapped her wings as if to say, thanks for watching me, everybody. Again, she wasn't, but it's nice to pretend. And then she was gone. And we haven't seen her since. That was Sunday night is the last time we think we saw her. So from that, we are guessing that she has fledged. That means that she has found her way down to the ocean and is starting her big adventure in the ocean. So today we made a little video because I just happened to go down with a camera on Friday. We got her microchipped and we weighed her one last time. She was in fantastic health. I can't remember the exact number, but she was well over 1 kilo. So that's like, she's got a lot of storage. If she doesn't find food straight away when she's out in the ocean, she's got a bit to keep her going for a while. But we imagine that on the Sunday night or Monday morning, she may have gone out of the burrow, gone, well, what do I do? Where do I go? We think maybe she might have followed some other penguins down to the beach. Hopefully she was looking around to be able to find her way back. Most penguins come back to within 50 meters of where they were hatched. So I guess they must be paying attention when they leave to be able to come back.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Say so. We don't actually know that. I think what we know about how penguins find their way back to the burrow at the moment is we believe it's to do with a bit of sight, isn't it? But
we've tested their sense of smell. They don't really use smell, so we think they're kind of using their sight mostly. They have excellent eyesight. So hopefully she was paying attention, and now she's sort of going. Oh, here we go. They're sort of making their dash now. She's probably going on a penguin gap year now. A lot of our first-time fledgers, the penguins that go off after they're hatched, they sometimes don't hit land for another year or so. They'll go out swimming for a very long time. Some of them can swim as far as the border to South Australia, to the Bonnie Upwelling. Yeah, that's correct. Right. Lots of food out there. Lots of nutrients, lots of fish.
Fantastic. So she might be on a big journey swimming, but of course the parents don't teach her what to do. The parents don't teach her how to swim. The parents don't teach her how to evade predators. The parents don't teach her how to catch food. She's got to figure that out all by herself. So it's really good that we saw her doing lots of flapping in the burrow. She was probably practicing her flapping and swimming, sort of flying through the ocean, through the water motion. So we're just wishing her the best of luck. We've had a question earlier in the day. We had a question about can we track her? Do we know where she's going? Like, can we keep our eyes on her? We've chipped her, but what that means is that if she comes back again and she ends up in one of our study sites or ends up back in the Burrowcam burrow, we'll be able to scan her and we'll know that it's her. But it doesn't mean that we can find her out in the ocean. They've made it. They've made it back. So yeah, it's sort of we're just gonna have to be hoping for the best for maybe forever, but maybe I'd say at least for a year or so. She might come back in about a year, check out what's going on, and then eventually come back to molt in the next 12, 14, 16 months. Is that about right?
Yeah,
14?
That's about right. And then she'll probably head out again until it's time to breed.
Yeah, which can happen in about 2 or 3 years. So
and
exciting times.
While we're talking about Bluey, we have a lot of great poems coming through, and we have one about Bluey.
Yes.
Would you like to hear it?
I would love to hear it.
So this one's from Krishalyn. I hope that's how you say it.
Oh, yes. Hi, Krishalyn.
And hers is, Bluey has left, I'm sad as can be, knowing Sky and Megan are presenting, it makes me happy.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm loving this poems. This is fun. Let's do this every night. Sorry?
I have lots of them.
Oh, yep. Keep them coming.
Fantastic.
Keep them
You guys are
coming.
So creative. Do you want to know another one now?
Yes, another one now, and then we'll take a break,
Ooh,
and then
okay.
we'll get some more.
So this one's from Marg.
Hi, Marg.
'Tis that time of night when all is right. Our little waddlers are just like your toddlers.
They are a bit like toddlers. Mum. Toddlers also tend to waddle, don't they? Oh, very sweet. Oh, we've got a big pre-molter here. Look at this one in the middle, catching up to the rest of the group. What I mean by that is we've got a lot of chunky penguins who might be about to lose all their feathers, and they can almost double their body weight in preparation because they've got to stay out of the ocean for around 17 days. And of course, if you're not getting fresh fish for 17 days, you want to be nice and stocked up in advance, don't you? So yeah, we're seeing some quite some chunky penguins at the moment because it's the end of the breeding season now, and it is getting into the start of the molting season. So some of these poor penguins are hauling some heavy weights along tonight. I'm waiting for them to... Oh, I've just realised that the highway camera is facing the wrong way. Let's get a look and see if we've got anyone coming. Not yet, but... I thought it was a penguin round in the corner with the shadow, but no, it looks like it's just people. Okay. So we'll keep an eye on these penguins at the top. So we've got a bit of preening going on. Oh, penguins coming around the corner. Yep, here we go. All right, let's flick to the highway camera. Here they come. Waddling along. So here you can see the bright white bellies, the blue feathers. It does look quite dark on the camera, but they are blue. If you see them during the day, it's quite a bright blue. And they're waddling along. Now, Michaela Strachan, who we had on the stream the other night, she was a little bit skeptical that they were blue. She was saying, I can't remember if it was on the stream or when we did a tech cross earlier, but she was saying to me, Sky, I'm a bit skeptical. They don't look very blue. And I was like, no. You have to trust that during the day, it is quite particularly when it's the new fresh feathers, isn't it, Megan? They are poor, like
those
bright blue.
Young chicks or freshly molted adults.
Oh.
They're
Yeah,
beautiful
and blue. So we promise they are blue, despite what the nighttime light shows you. The only penguins in the world that are blue and white. The little penguin. That's who we're watching tonight. Eudyptula minor. My favourite penguin. Actually, am I calling? Yeah, no, my favourite penguin. Imagine if they weren't. I know. Imagine if I was like, oh, actually, no, I like the northern rockhoppers. They're my favourite.
You're fired.
Get out, Sky. You're not welcome here anymore. No, definitely. I want to put it on the record. Little penguin, absolute, hands down, favourite penguin, without a doubt. Interestingly, though, they were not the first penguins I saw in the wild. The first penguins I saw in the wild were the African penguins, the penguins that Michaela was talking to us about on Monday. Why isn't this focusing? Here we go. So I was born in Australia, but I lived in Zimbabwe when I was a child for a couple of years. And we went on down to Cape Town for Christmas one year. And we sat on the beach, I think at Boulder Beach, which Michaela Strachan. So if you're not sure who I'm talking about when I say Michaela, on Monday we had the incredible wildlife presenter Michaela Strachan. If you didn't watch the episode, go back and watch it. She is a delight. She knows so much about penguins, and she does a lot with the African penguins because she lives in South Africa. And she was talking about those penguins, and those were the first penguins I saw sitting on the beach, and they just came on up, and it was really cool. So they were the first penguins I saw in the wild. I reckon the second penguins I saw in the wild were Humboldt penguins from... Wallaby just jumped past. which are found off the coast of Peru and in South America. But no, these ones are my favourite. Smallest and the cutest. Absolutely. Homegrown heroes. So pretty big raft. Are we hearing any numbers from Elizabeth about how many are coming through, or is she not letting us know?
I think she's a bit busy counting, or I'm too busy reading poems. I'm not really sure.
I hope you're enjoying the poems in the comments. Let's get another one as we watch this waddle on in.
Well, I'm enjoying them. And talking about, how our penguins are blue and other penguins are black, we have one of our black and white penguins.
Okay,
So
yep, all right.
This one's from Peggy.
Great quality, yep.
Peggy said, penguins on the shore, black and white and more, fishy flappy friends whose enchantment never ends.
Oh, true. Their enchantment never does end.
We certainly never get sick of it.
No, literally never. Literally never. Like, how long have you been doing this, Megan? Years?
4 years?
Are you sick of it?
No, never.
No, absolutely
It's
right.
always different. Always doing something different, the penguins.
Absolutely. No, you can never get sick of them. They're endlessly cute. Abundantly cute. I could never get sick of it. That's actually a question we get a fair bit. They go, do you get sick of doing this night after night? Nah. Absolutely not. Could watch them all day. Well, no, I couldn't because I can't swim that well. I don't think I could chase them. I have never seen a penguin while swimming. That is like a bucket list thing for me. I would love to be swimming and then penguin go past. In fact, the same goes for any bird. I don't think I've ever been in the water while a bird was swimming. Maybe have I been near a duck? Probably not even. But like a bird, like a cormorant or something swimming through. I've never been, and it's always been a thing that I really, because I'm a bit of a diver and a snorkeler. I would love to see that.
I know one of our rangers, Elsa, had a penguin swim with her while she was surfing. And I've been snorkeling with a little fluttering shearwater next to me, which was pretty cool.
That is so cool. Megan, I'm so jealous. I've never had anything like that. And I really, I just think a bird in the water would be so, so cool. I've swum with some cool things. I've swum with whale sharks, swum with hammerhead sharks, but never a bird. I really would love to if a little penguin could be the first one, mwah, chef's kiss. Oh, that'd be so good. It would be so good. Bucket list thing to do, but I just don't know how you can't really organise it. You just got to get lucky.
You do have to be lucky. I was actually kayaking one day and there was a penguin foraging next to me.
Cool.
The same day we saw some whales.
Jeez,
you have to be very
tough
lucky.
life.
Oh, yes.
Sounds
We're very
amazing.
lucky to live here, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. I have kayaked with penguins swimming near me. They were Galapagos penguins, actually.
That's amazing.
Which was the third type of penguins I've seen in the wild before these little penguins. I didn't grow up, I didn't spend a lot of time in Australia when I was a kid, so that's not true. I did spend a lot of time in Australia, but I didn't make it to the penguins in that time, so I've really only got to enjoy these little guys as an adult, and I'm making up for lost time now.
Oh, it's not hard to enjoy them.
No, so cute. Oh, look at the wonder cakes. The one to the top there, I think for you guys, was really tall and quite skinny, and it was sort of walking like that side to side. It looked really, really dandy, actually. I liked that. It was like a dance. It looked like it was on its tippy toes, Megan. I don't know if you saw it. It was just looked a bit different to some of the others. We got another, Stephen calls them, certified chunker right there.
Speaking of Stephen's actually just sent us a poem.
Stephen! Good on ya.
We have a great host in the sky who talks with a twinkle in her eye. She's joined by the wonderful Megan, who I hope will soon turn vegan before she has her penguin pie.
Penguin pie?
I wouldn't do that, Stephen.
How can you be a vegan and have a penguin pie? Megan would never.
No, I've heard they don't taste very good.
Yes, I have actually heard that too. So
You definitely don't want to eat a penguin.
no, I don't think you'd want to. Absolutely not. Well, thank you, Stephen. I think it's What else rhymes with Megan?
There's not much. I don't know.
Any haikus?
Oh, we actually just had a haiku from Jax.
Hi, Jax.
Water watchers we watched our Bluey grow and fledge, miss her every day.
Yeah. Thanks, Jax. Well, hopefully we'll see her again. What I'm interested to see is if the parents come back to this burrow for molting. That's what I'm interested to see. I'm hoping we might see some grumpy Mr. and Mrs. P, we like to call them, the parents.
I hope so, but well, don't hold your breath.
No, it's a bit unlikely, isn't it? Because the molters don't necessarily go back to their breeding burrow. They'll often move around from night to night. I would too if I was stuck in the one place for 17 days. I might sort of mix it up a bit and go to this burrow that night and that burrow that night. It's sort of the ultimate quarantine, isn't it?
And at the moment, a lot of them are just under the boardwalks. You get so much more airflow, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and you might just feel like if you're feeling all like if you're pushing out a whole bunch of feathers and getting a whole new bunch of feathers in, I don't know if I'd want to be cooped up in a burrow. Yeah, I reckon I'd be spread out under the boardwalks, just like, this is awful. Sort of imagine it like really bad sunburn. That's sort of how I have it in my head. Oh, sorry, wrong one. We're not done yet. Oh, but no, we've got a bit of time. Yeah, we're coming up to time. But not yet. I just clicked the wrong button. Oh, here comes some more waddlers. Waddling along. Oh, we haven't looked at their butts yet. Penguin butts. Let's watch them as they go. Yeah. I love since this camera's been able to turn around. So for those who haven't been watching the whole time, we didn't used to be able to turn around this camera. It used to be frontwards only. And I just feel like the experience is lifted so much by seeing their little waddling butts.
It's not something you normally see, is it?
Penguin butts? No.
No,
definitely not. It's been all about the faces.
I imagine
this whole stream.
That's what you see if you watch them go out in the morning.
Yeah, we often get asked, do we watch the penguin parade in the morning? We don't. As you can see, we don't put on the lights in the morning, so that's one issue. And they've got very dark backs. So you probably wouldn't see much because a lot of what we see when they come up is those bright white bellies, isn't it? So no morning penguin parade, which suits me just fine because I'm a night owl.
Oh, I don't want to get up that early.
No. I'd be saying no thanks to those morning shifts, I reckon. No, I'd still be keen, but not every day. Oh, more. Oh gosh, they're scattered, poor Elizabeth. Group together a bit better.
She's the pro. And Sky, we have about 5 minutes left.
No, okay. Get your poems in, everybody.
Do you want another poem?
Yes, please.
Okay, this one's from Anne Marie.
Hi, Anne Marie.
There was a young penguin named Bluey who made us all happy and gooey. She'd flap and she'd wait for her food and how she ate. And now that she's gone, we're all blue.
Oh. We are Bluey. We miss her. Oh, thank you so much for that. I'm loving these poems. I'm really enjoying them. Thank you. Let's get some preening action going on. I'm going to do a bit of a close zoom and see what we can get here. So let's get really nice and close. Up close and personal with the penguins. Can we get it to focus? Let's pick one of these guys and see what we can get. Struggling. What if I pick this one? Will that help? No. What if I pick the rocks? No, it doesn't want to focus, so we might have to zoom out a little bit to see if we can make sure we can actually see some penguins. That's a bit better. There we go. All right, so we're seeing a bit of preening here. So what they're doing is they're making sure their feathers are nice. They're fixing them up because, of course, these feathers are waterproof. They need to be waterproof. A healthy penguin should never have water touching its skin. So they have to comb their beaks through their feathers to make sure that they're really nice. And after a big day out at sea, it's often a really good chance to get that done, make sure they're ready to go, sort of clean themselves out a little bit. So you can see some really detailed preening going on here. And they'll probably preen for a little bit here and then continue on their way to their burrows, wherever they're heading tonight. They've also got an oil gland. Oh, this one in the middle might be might be stimulating its oil gland there. It's sort of right near the base of their tail. It's got a bit of oil that they'll then comb through.
Is that a chick on the rocks?
Where?
Oh, Oh, where was he? He was down a little bit. I'm
Down a little bit?
seeing the delay, and Stephen pointed him out as well.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, he must have run off chasing some adult. There was a chick just in the
Oh, like
middle of all
a
those
fluffy
penguins.
chick?
He had a little mane.
Oh, a little
He was trying to
mane.
blend
Okay. Going, are you my mum? Are you my dad? Probably not. There's a stack there. Imagine if they managed to find their one true parent in all that kerfuffle. Let's see if we can find this chick. Wonder if it's one of the chicks that's been living in this area. I'm not seeing it. I will go to the quick highway cam. See some of these waddlers. Might flick it to position 2. Oh, we've got 2 minutes left, everybody.
Oh, we're not going to get through all of these poems, Sky. There's so many. We're going to have to save some of them for another time.
Well, if yours doesn't get called out tonight, I'm sure I'm back hosting sometime next week. So save it for next time. Copy and paste it. Put it somewhere safe, and I'll ask you again next week. Megan, when are you next on? Do you know?
Ooh, Monday.
Monday, yep. So maybe Monday. Could be a time to save it for as well, and we'll get through some more poems. But let's quickly get one. Is there any that include the Penguin Foundation, Megan? Have you seen any that include the Penguin Foundation?
No, I don't know what rhymes with foundation.
Well, okay, quick challenge in the last 2 minutes, everybody. If you can get a Penguin Foundation line in, we might try and read that one out, because I need to mention that if you'd like to help us with all of our important conservation and research and education work, you can donate to the Penguin Foundation. You can adopt a bandicoot, you can adopt all sorts of things, and the link is in the description above, below, wherever it may be. Jump onto the Penguin Foundation. It's a really great way to support us if you can't come to visit us. Of course, a great way to support us is to come and visit. You can see that there's people on the stands here tonight. We are open to the public, to people who are in Australia at the moment. Well, and to anyone who can get to us, you're welcome to come. But I know it is a bit hard to get to Australia if you're not in Australia at the moment. We do have closed borders. So do come and visit us. The money that you spend, we are visitor funded. We are not-for-profit, conservation, and yeah, we're funded by you. We're funded by people like you coming and seeing the penguins, seeing our koalas at the Koala Conservation Centre. Where are you scurrying off to? Yeah, to the Koala Conservation Centre, Churchill Island Heritage Farm. Yep, got there. Nobby's Antarctic Journey is another place that you can go to support us, and that the money that you spend does go towards conservation here on Phillip Island. So it's a really good cause as well as a good time. You can't go wrong. All right, last few poems and then we've got to go.
Ooh, we just had one about the Penguin Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, where did it go? The Penguin Foundation is cause for celebration, looking after the little penguin for the future generation.
Oh, there we go. That's as ringing an endorsement as I've ever heard of the Penguin Foundation.
Yes, great work, Kaylee.
Thanks, Hayley. Was it Kaylee?
Kaylee.
Thanks, Kaylee. Thanks so much for that. Last poem or two, and then we got to go.
Oh, okay. This was one of my favourites from sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Oh, Simon?
Yes.
Cool.
Roses are red, fairies are blue. They all like to poo. We don't mind that they do.
Love it. Thank you. And last one.
Okay,
we gotta
okay. There's so many. Okay.
Sorry if we don't choose yours. Just as I said, save it somewhere. Save it in your notes on your phone and put it in again next time.
Okay, I've got this one from Karen.
Uh-huh.
She says, "Huck, huck, huck, Bluey's run amok. To the water blue she did pursue. We hope she may return to her burrow one day."
One day. Oh, lovely. All right, so on that note, we're going to bid adieu. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, tonight. Donate to the Penguin Foundation if you can. We are Phillip Island Nature Parks. Did I say everything I needed to say?
I think
so.
All
All right.
expert at this now, Sky.
Yeah. I always ask though, because I'm notoriously forgetful. So let's say goodbye, everybody, in the language. Oh, what's that running? Oh, it's a big rabbit.
Oh.
Go away. in the language of the penguins, let's say good night to everybody. We will see you tomorrow night, probably about 8:20 our time, probably about 9:20 UK time in the morning. And until then, goodbye everybody.
Bye everyone.
Bye.